What up, you guys? Zuri back for another video. Today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to shoot a vlog, something I wanted to try out for a while. Frankly, the whole point of me doing these videos is to try something new. And so with that being said, what we're also going to do is talk about a question that I'm going to pose to you. And that is, do you believe that you can change you and your identity, who you are? So let's go. First, we are in the car about to head to hang out with a friend, and I do have a check-in call with a guy in my men's group, so that's going to take up most of my drive, which is super efficient. And we're going to come back to the video and the whole topic and the question I asked right after this. Downtown Vancouver, and as you can see, we got an overcast but a beautiful day. Okay, back to the question. Do you believe that you can change you, yourself, and your identity? This was the question that was posed. What inspired this question is a conversation I had last weekend. I had a late night hot tub, had a couple drinks, and an overall check-in with a friend just to catch up. We've been friends for over half a decade, which was crazy to think about. And we were kind of just evaluating and talking about how quickly and how slow some of the events in our lives have gone on since then. We were sharing some challenges, sharing some struggles, stuff we were facing. And one of the things he said to me was, it's just the way I am. And when I asked him, are you open to changing that? Do you think that could be a possibility for you in your life? And his answer was no. And he pretty much said, Zur, I know myself so well. I know myself extremely well. This is just who I am. And that really got me thinking. And it's like, I hope to never stop personally getting to know myself. I don't want to ever have me figured out. And it reminds me of this quote that I heard that, you never really want to know your partner so well to the point where you stop getting to know them, in the sense of a relationship. And I want to have that relationship with me. I never want to know exactly entirely who I am. I'm always hoping to kind of push that boundary or push that to the next level and get to know myself in ways that weren't really real or possible before. Now I'm going to keep spitting game, but before I do, we got to check out something beautiful. Sorry, man. Do you know how many years I've lived here? And I didn't know we had garbage dinosaurs right here that you can just go up and hang out with. So back to the original question. Do you think that we can change our identities? And personally, I think, hell yes, I'm always changing. I am a completely different person probably every 24 months. Not in like a psychotherapy or psychosomatic split, multiple different personalities, but in a way, if you looked at me and we didn't know each other like 8 to 10 years ago, I'm probably completely different. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm probably even funnier and even more handsome, so to speak. But seriously, like personality-wise, it's probably night and day. So if you don't think you can change your identity, my question is why? I feel like people are doing this more today than any other time in history. At the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. A lot of your personality is exactly what other people projected onto you, what other people have said to you, and you've internalized it. I know I have, certainly. What people say at a very young age, it sticks, it lands different. But the thing is, you can't carry that over into your adult life, which is why I'm making this video in the first place, is like, if you think you can't change, or you think you can't change parts of yourself, I'm not even talking habits, I'm like complete personality. If you can't turn that around, my question is, why not? Here's the thing. I also think there's tremendous upside in being very grounded in who you are, knowing who you are extremely well, and also being a very consistent person. Because even for me, if I'm changing all the time, that can be a lot for other people because it's hard to keep up. It's like, which version are you getting this time? It's like life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're gonna get. What can stay consistent is your values, because then you're still the same person. You're still holding the same social responsibilities and passions and so on and so forth. But your personality can change, and that's totally okay. And if that brings you closer to understanding who you are even more, and other people have an issue with that, then you gotta question your relationship to those people. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing it back to the question earlier. Do you believe that you can change your identity? Now, if that question has opened your mind to being able to change your identity, then the next question is, what's on the other side of that identity that you possibly just created? What would happen if you did things that were completely outside of the norm? What if you disrupted patterns that you've cultivated over 10, 20, 30, 50 years? How would that shake things up for you? Do you think you'd be more alive? Do you think you'd have a new curiosity and zest for life? I don't know, maybe not, but then again, maybe. So again, a serious question. What's on the other side of you becoming the better, stronger, more expressed version of yourself to the point where you just got high on life? And that's what I want to open up in a dialogue here. And that's what I want to see for the world. And that's definitely what I want to see for me and the way I carry myself. What kind of work would you do? What kind of friendships would you have? What kind of depth in your relationships would you have? How self-expressed would you feel on a day-to-day? How much money could you make? These are all the things that you don't know if you do know yourself extremely well, to the point where you don't get to know yourself anymore. So folks, there you have it. That's a question that's been on my mind, and I want to know, was that a question that's ever been on your mind? Do you know yourself extremely well? If so, do you think you can change who you are? Do you think you can become another person? Do you think that you can evolve and grow and completely change who you are, your personality, your beliefs, and your social structure? I must say, this has been a fun video to make. I have no idea how it's going to turn out or how it will turn out. Needless to say, I've enjoyed this project. If you have too, I'd appreciate a like, a comment, feedback even, and also engage with the question I post. Do you think you can change yourself? And that's all for today. Thanks for checking it out. Appreciate you guys. Zuri out.